Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 country artists who managed to find huge mainstream success in the world of pop music.
Because you're mine, I walk the line.
Number 10. Faith Hill.
All my thoughts just seem to settle on the breeze.
The late 1990s and early 2000s were a prime era for country music crossovers. Faith Hill had some pretty huge success on the country charts with her first two albums, but it was 1998's Faith that kicked off her pivot into the mainstream.
This kiss, unstoppable, this kiss.
The follow-up, Breathe, bolstered by the title track, was an even bigger success, going on to become one of the biggest-selling country albums of all time. Faith Hill clearly evolved her sound into something that was suitable for mass consumption, but she never forgot where she came from. Like any great country crossover, her roots are deep within her home genre. Number 9. The Chicks. The Chicks, formerly known as the Dixie Chicks, shot into the public eye during the late 90s, taking the country formula and updating it for the modern audience. During their initial run of major releases between 1997 and 2002, they were mainstays on the country charts. However, even though criticisms of the former U.S. President George W. Bush hurt their sales with their original audience, they rebounded in a huge way with Not Ready to Make Nice. It was their biggest mainstream hit up to that point, and proof that they had room to grow with their sound. Number 8. Kacey Musgraves.
That there's always been a rainbow hanging over.
All the way from her early days as a self-released artist, this star was country through and through. A stint on the singing competition Nashville Star and a Grammy for Best Country Album only reinforced that. But in her 2018 release Golden Hour, Musgraves began to experiment with her sound. To great effect, we might add.
'Cause everyone knows someone who kills the buzz every time they open up their mouth.
Musgraves earned raves for her pop-inspired direction and kept the train rolling all the way into her more recent releases. While she hasn't completely abandoned her southern roots, Musgraves blended it with traditional pop and arguably found more mainstream success than ever before.
Be good to me, and I'll be good to you.
Number 7. Olivia Newton-John.
Older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like the breeze, country road.
Olivia Newton-John was responsible for one of the wildest career pivots imaginable. She began in the early 70s with a clear country direction. These albums did reasonably well, but nothing could prepare us for how her starring role in the 1978 film Grease would affect her trajectory.
You better shape up, 'cause I need a man, and my heart is set on you.
From that moment on, Newton-John was a bona fide mainstream star. Then, after a decade in the business, she completed her pop music pivot with her biggest-selling album yet, Physical. The title track was a revelation, topping the Billboard Hot 100 for 10 consecutive weeks. It was as dramatic a reinvention as can be, but the numbers prove that it was the right move to make. Number 6. Glen Campbell.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
Glen Campbell's versions of songs like Rhinestone Cowboy and Wichita Lineman have well and truly transcended the genre they were recorded in. When Campbell started hitting the top spot on the U.S. country charts, he just so happened to be charting high on the regular charts as well.
And the Wichita lineman is still on the line.
His best-known songs became standards across multiple genres, and by the time his career was through, he had released more than 80 songs that had made it onto various charts in the United States. As a singer, guitarist, actor, and even as a songwriter from time to time, Glen Campbell proved he could truly do it all.
And for hours or just gentle on my mind. I'll play one.
Number 5. Kenny Rogers.
There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
Is there a more perfect country song than Kenny Rogers' magnum opus, The Gambler? Well, no matter where you fall in that conversation, it was clear that Rogers had some serious crossover appeal, as evidenced by the fact that he is one of the biggest selling artists of all time.
Tender love is blind, it requires a dedication.
However, he didn't kick off his career with a firm foundation in the country music genre. No, Rogers bounced around from place to place, eventually landing his first major hit with the song Just Dropped In to See What Condition My Condition Was In. That song had more of a classic rock and psychedelic edge to it than his later country stuff, proving just how versatile he was. Number 4. Johnny Cash.
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel.
Johnny Cash and his distinctive voice are synonymous with country music, but he was always capable of nailing other styles. Cash hit the big time in the 1950s. Thanks to singles like I Walk the Line and Big River, and the crossover success he achieved was consistently there.
Keep the ends out for the tie that binds, because you're mine. I walk the line.
He was country at his core, but there were shades of rock and roll, folk, outlaw music, and even some big band stylings from time to time.
San Quentin, you've been living hell to me. You blistered me since 1963.
When he made a dramatic resurgence in the 1990s alongside Rick Rubin for the American series of albums, he flexed his talents a little more. Cash was a lot more than a one-genre kind of man, and his long career proves it.
Delia's gone, one more round, Delia's gone.
Number 3. Shania Twain.
Any man of mine better walk the line.
If you've earned yourself a title like the Queen of Country Pop, you know you're doing something right. After the failure of her first studio album, Shania Twain changed course and produced a far more polished and confident follow-up, The Woman in Me.
Well, who's there? Have your boots been under?
However, it was her third album, Come On Over, in 1997 that saw her bulk up her sound with more electric guitars and bigger instrumentation. All of a sudden, Shania was impossible to pin down to one genre, and the record would go on to become one of the biggest-selling albums of all time. Twain well and truly earned her crown as queen, that's for sure.
Man, I feel like a woman.
Number 2. Dolly Parton.
I'm begging of you, please don't take my hand.
Is there a more prolific songwriter in country than Dolly Parton? It should come as no surprise that the woman who supposedly wrote Jolene and I Will Always Love You on the same day is one of the defining artists of the 20th century. Parton could do straight country better than anyone, she could weave heart-wrenching ballads with ease, and her pop sensibility was truly as good as it got.
But I will always love you.
Parton has been one of country music's brightest lights ever since her debut album in 1967, but it was the mid-70s and early 80s when she started to break into the mainstream. A tune like 9 to 5 clearly has country roots, but it stands the test of time as a near-perfect pop song.
Getting 9 to 5, what a way to make a living, barely getting by.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Willie Nelson, one of the genre's most enduring singers.
Blue eyes crying in the rain.
Darius Rucker, the former Hootie and the Blowfish frontman's stellar solo run.
So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel.
Patsy Cline, as good a vocalist as country music ever produced.
Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you.
Garth Brooks, arena-ready country music at its very best.
Will she know how much I loved her?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Taylor Swift.
And all you're ever gonna be is me.
There might not be a more impactful genre crossover in any area of music quite like the one pulled off by Taylor Swift. Once seen as a rising star in the world of country, Swift became a household name long before she decided to expand her horizons.
Our song is a slam and scream door, sneaking alley, tapping on your window.
She had already registered some pretty huge successes with country-tinged hits like Our Song and Love Story, but even her most devoted fans couldn't predict her career trajectory. Starting with 2012's Red, Swift began to flex her pop muscles. To say that the results were immediate would be putting it lightly. The album went straight to number 1, and its singles all charted highly. In particular, the number 1 hit, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. But what iconic country music crossover stands out for you? Let us know in the comments below.